Welcome everybody, I'm Amy from Ames Fitness and this is day 4 of your 30-day Pilates challenge. As always, I thank you for tuning out for yourself and for my Ames Fitness channel. Today we're going to focus on a strong core. So we're going to get right into things. Swing your legs to one side and sit nice and tall. We'll start with Pilates roll downs. So take a deep breath in as you align your ear, your shoulder and your hip. Exhale as you come down nice and slow, starting to feel your spine one vertebra at a time on the mat. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, fast sit up and reach out over your legs. Inhale, back down, one vertebra at a time, reach over. Exhale, reaching forward. Now, if this is too much for you and you're just starting out, feel free to bend your knees. Inhale, reach over. Exhale, lift the torso, touch the thighs. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, lift the torso, touch the thighs. Continue with whichever variation you like, and we'll really start to fire up your core here. Adding in that breath with your movement can be a great way to feel like you're connecting both to the movement and to the muscle group that you're working. We also want to create a nice length through the spine, whether we're doing the sit-up variation or the crunch. Let's go ahead and do one more. Good strong start to our practice today. Lovely, and we'll meet back lying down on the mat. Reach the arms to the sky and slowly float them down to the floor. Take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, and I want you to work on diaphragmatic breathing here before we go into our next flow sequence for the core. So diaphragmatic breathing is inhaling through the nose, feeling the rise of the belly. Exhale through the nose, feeling the natural recoil of the lungs. Fully empty the lungs here and then ready to do your inhale again. Exhale, long, smooth, slow, full empty of the lungs. One more breath like this. You can close your eyes if it's easier for you to connect to your breath. Fully empty the lungs. Then we'll start our second sequence. So you're going to bend your knees, take your right leg to the sky and hold on to the back of the leg. Either it be the back of the thigh, the back of the knee, or if you're really flexible, the back of the shin or ankle. We're going to extend the left leg out. So we have the scissor position. Take a deep inhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lift up to a scoop or sort of a dish position. Tuck the chin. Inhale, double pulse with the right leg. Exhale, switch. Inhale, double pulse with the right. Exhale, left leg. Continue with this flow, if you like, with this rhythm. Go with your breath. Ideally breathing through the nose. Pressing the lower back into the floor. If it's too much, you can go for a bent knee variation with your head on the floor. You could even hold the knee in here. Choose what is appropriate for you today. Feel that belly button pulling into the spine. We're here for another 5. You've got to breathe through. 4. Choose your option. 3, 2, 1 more. Good, and bending the knees, tuck them into chest. Feet flat on the floor, extend them out long, take your hands to the side of your waist. This time for our diaphragmatic breathing, I want you to think about expanding your rib cage laterally or sideways. Not only does our diaphragmatic breath take our belly and our rib cage up, but also outwards as well. So, hands on the waist. Close your eyes if you wish. Let the floor support you, and as you breathe in, did you feel those ribcage expand laterally? Exhale. Natural recoil of the ribcage to empty the lungs. Very good. Let's go in your own time. Notice on the exhale, you can really start to feel that core shrinking and strengthening into a brace position. Inhales, inflate. Exhales, contract. One more time. Inhale. Exhale to full empty. Lovely. Back to bent knee position. We'll go into Pilates 100 next. Take a deep breath in as you reach your arms overhead. Exhale, lift the head, the neck, the shoulders like we did in day 2. So from here you're going to inhale, beat the hands towards the floor. Exhale, blow out imaginary candles that are on your thighs. Deep breath in. Exhale. We don't move the head, we just keep the head still, the rib cage down, the lower back into the floor, really working with strong arms here. We don't want to flop the wrists as if you're bouncing mini basketballs underneath your palms. We're here for another deep breath in. You can do this. Exhale. Challenge here, hands to the floor, legs up high. Bring your hands underneath your low back. Point those toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down to the floor as slow as you can go. And release, relax. Love it. Take your moment here. Got one more exercise to go. You're doing really well for our day 4. Strength of the core. Lovely, just come back to your breath, quieten it down. Right, next exercise, Pilates bicycles. So you're going to interlace your fingers behind your head like we did on day 2. Thumbs down the neck and bend your knees. We're going to lift the legs up to tabletop position, and now you may just want to stay here and focus on the strength of your ribcage pulling down, your lower back pressing into the floor, and keeping a 90-degree tabletop position. If you'd like to take it a little step further, you can inhale, cross the right elbow to the left knee. Exhale, other side. Inhale, don't drop your leg too low unless you're feeling strong. You can. We want to keep that low back on the floor. So I can drop my leg to about here. Any lower, I start to lose that ribcage to hip connection and that low back to mat connection. Inhale, one side, building your fire. Exhale, other side. Inhale again. Exhale, we're here for 4. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. And last 1. Excellent. Legs to the sky, hands underneath your back. Lift your head and shoulders, and as slow as you can, lower down to the floor. Beautiful. Whew. Deep breath in, reach overhead. Exhale, make your way to seated and reaching over the toes. And we'll turn over and stretch out those abdominals. So take your time finding your way onto your stomach. Good job. So from here, hands under the chest, crown of the head extends to the front of the mat with the chin down. Deep breath in. Press your pelvis into the floor, and we're using our lower back muscles and our arms to come up to a low cobra. Point those elbows back towards the hips. Good. Inhale back down. Exhale up. Working on that lower back. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Option here, maybe you want to come up higher. Press into the palms, leave the pelvis on the floor, eyes forward, shoulders back and down. Inhale. Take it to where you want with that height of your cobra. One more time. Inhale, down exhale up and holding here, lovely. Find your breath, you've got this, whether you're in low cobra or up dog as it's known. Hang out here for a few breaths. Inhale down, exhale, push back to child's pose, opening the knees, big toes together. Walk the sit bones back as far as you can and start to melt the chest and the forehead to the floor. Lovely restorative pose here. Big toes stay together. Maybe you can inch your fingertips forward a little bit more. Deep breath in. Exhale, melt. Slowly make your way up to a seated position, and we'll close off our practice today. Just as we did on the mat, one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Feel free to bow the chin down, eyes closed. And come into your breath as you inhale through the nose again. Feel the rise of the chest, rise of the belly. Open mouth, sigh. Invite some length to the back of your neck. And just continue to focus on that breath. Now take the hands to the side of the waist. As we did on the mat, same thing. Breathing laterally. So as I take a deep breath in, just take a little peek at me, eyes open. We want to feel our ribcage expand outwards. So feel free to close your eyes. Focus on your hands around your waist. Deep breath in. Breathing out, audible sigh if you want. Inhale, lengthen that nasal in-breath. Let it go. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Bringing our hands to the side. Just a gentle neck stretch here, fingertips on the floor, looking over your right shoulder, over your left shoulder. Well done if you've shown up again today. Tomorrow we'll be focusing on mobility and strength through the mid-back and the arms. So I do hope you can join me for that. Each day, I don't know whether it's getting a little bit harder, but maybe getting a little bit more creative with our movements. Let's seal our practice with our intention and a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the third eye. Thank you for showing up today, everyone. I will see you back tomorrow for the next day of our 30-day Pilates challenge. Thanks for joining me.